Hi, it's Layle Koncar with Simple Stories. In this segment, we're going to talk about all things washi. Guys, I love washi tape. And when I say I love, it's probably more like a little bit of an addiction. And because I have so much of it, I've kind of challenged myself to figure out different ways to use it, because if I use it, then I feel okay about buying more. So we're going to be using a couple of the different washi tape from the Say Cheese 3 collection. And the washi here, you guys, it is so fun. That red and white polka dot is obviously classic Disney look to it, but that works great for other things. That would be great for Christmas. It could be great for birthdays. So anytime that I can find a washi that kind of as dual purpose, I love it. This one is super fun. That black camera is a really kind of good versatile one. And then this is just a great one. It has some hearts and some words and things like that on it. So work great with Say Cheese, but other things as well. So the first thing is super basic. It's just kind of using washi as a decorative element. So I've used a strip here, and I didn't even use it to really adhere anything down. I just wanted a little bit of extra something there. So I added it to the top of the card and then put a die cut on top. So it just gave it a little bit of an extra decorative element. Did the same thing here. I wanted to bring in a little bit more red to match that piece of red chipboard. So I just added that strip to the right of my photo. Super easy. I don't even use my scissors when it comes to washi. I just rip off the end, and that's part of the look of washi. So it's kind of fun just being able to rip that off and put it right down. Another way that I found to use it besides just a decorative element is when you start using a lot of pocket pages, sometimes that border gets really boring and it's just a really plain, clear border. We might as well use that surface to decorate, right? That's what it's all about. So that's what I've done here on this pocket page. I just took strips of washi and covered up kind of that border and then repunched my holes. So we will kind of do that really quick on this pocket page. So there I have my pocket page with the border, and I'm just going to basically line that right up from top to bottom and cut. And I do actually, in this case, I do cut it because I don't really want a raw torn edge there. Now I go ahead and punch the holes. So I could punch the holes right now, or I could wait until I punch the holes after I put the washi down again. But then if I do that, I need to now go grab one of my other pocket pages for a template because I don't quite know where the holes are. So when I remember to do it this way, I will put it on one side, punch the holes, and then come back and just add that other strip. So you'll notice it made such a big difference to that pocket page. Really easy. Most of our washi, you guys, as you know, if you have washi, it has a ton on a roll. So if I wanted to, I could do that in my entire album and still have plenty of washi to go. Now, this doesn't have to be limited just to your 6x8 albums. You could even do this on some of your 12x12 pockets for your regular layouts as well. So just a nice, cute decorative edge, and it actually coordinates with that photo. All right, the last thing I'm going to show you when it comes to washi is actually creating additional pages with it. So we'll move our album back in there. And this started out as one of those 6x8 papers from our 6x8 pad. So what I did there, this is one of my favorite things to do with the papers from the 6x8 pad. I can just use this plain as it is as a page in my album. It's decorative, it's beautiful. I didn't have to do anything to it other than punch the holes. So that's what I'm going to start out with. I'm going to punch the holes. And then I am going to add an additional page to this page that we just made. So we'll look at the finished product first and then we will make it. So there is a new piece and that page folds out and I have room for more photos. Again, for most of us, it's all about the photos. So when we can figure out different ways and more ways of adding additional photos to our albums, it's just all the better. So we're going to go ahead and make that. And that's super easy. We are just using the back side of that 6x8 paper. And we're going to use another one of the 6x8 papers from that pad. So that's 6x8. I'm just going to grab my trimmer here really quick, and I'm going to cut that down to 5 inches. So I'm going to cut an inch off that outside edge. Then I'm going to come back and I'm going to take that red and white washi again. So I'm going to add strip of washi right along there. And we'll cut that off. And then I'm going to open it up. And I'm going to add another strip of washi right there. And I want to make sure that my washi spans both of those two pieces, just so that's going to stay in there nice and tight and it's not going to fall off. All right, so there we go. Now I'm going to open and close that a couple times, and I'm just using my fingernail to make sure I get that washi nice and adhered. And that is my extra page. So I can do that literally with any of the pages in my album. If I have 12 by 12 papers from this HE3 collection, I could cut them down to 6 by 8 and then add another piece. If I have a lot of scrap paper, a lot of us make a lot of layouts and we have a lot of scrap paper left over. That is a great technique for using some of your extra scraps and your washi. And then of course, being able to add extra photos and memorabilia and mementos to a page like that. So we'll look at it one more time as it's done. Just added a 4x6 photo, a few stickers and die cuts from the Say Cheese collection. We open that up, a couple of chipboard pieces, some additional stickers, and there we have our additional page that we added to our album with a fold out and washi tape. I look forward to sharing one more segment with you shortly.